Hey guys, what's going on today? This is Dalsu with Dalsu Plays, and we are back with some more Banished. Just checking my software there. I had an episode get deleted, and I'm having to refilm it, so that's annoying. That happens sometimes, but I always, I always check it so that I can make sure that that doesn't happen. And the one time I don't, it screws everything up. Anyway, we've been struggling with our food production a little bit, but I think it's going to start to correct itself now. I am going to extend this out with some housing and a market, and that'll allow me to add some more fields. I'm going to add a cow field here at some point. I'm going to turn these guys on because they can actually get food. Catch turtle, catch frog, catch turtles, and I'm going to put some people in there. By the way, if you've never had frog legs, highly recommended as a Louisiana native, but just make sure that they're not frog legs from China. No offense to the Chinese, but when you take frog legs and freeze them and ship them across the ocean, they lose most of their magic. Whenever you eat frog legs, you want them to be as local as possible and fresh. Anyway, I digress on that topic and continue on with our playthrough. Why is my stone limit so low? I don't know. I guess I'm happy with 500 stone. I do want to make sure that I continue to upgrade all the housing that I have, and it looks like I'm pretty good right now. These two could get upgrades. We do have this boarding house now, so it's not so traumatizing. We also built this Forester Lodge, and I think the first thing I'm going to do here is go ahead with a a Hunter Lodge. That's right, that's what I'm looking for. There are 4 buildings that go in the forest, and we're trying to slowly replace this area, so we need a hunting lodge, a gatherer's hut, an herbalist, and a forester. Got it? Alright. We're also about to run out of space in our cemetery. In fact, we have run out of space. So I'm going to place a chapel and probably a cemetery somewhere over here that those people have access to worship as well. Let's go ahead and extend out our country road here. We're going to reserve this area off for housing and a market, and then eventually probably a bridge that'll go over there, I would think. Or double bridges, like twin spans, you know. Dead Inside knows what I'm talking about. He's a big fan of the twin spans. Checking out his city the other day. Alright, this fisherman should be producing pretty well because I did put 4 people in there. Yeah. So he's going to help us correct our food. Look, it's already up to like the 20,000 range. I think we're pretty safe. I am waiting to get a cow field though. I don't know if I'll flatten this out or not, but I may just do like a very, very large cow field. I don't think that the large size cow fields are as inefficient as like a large pumpkin patch would be, because a large pumpkin patch, you just wouldn't be able to harvest all the pumpkins before the winter came, even if you had a lot of workers there. But I think with a cow pasture, it doesn't really matter, because you're not harvesting the cows, you know, except on occasion when you butcher one. But I'm not sure about that. It's just kind of speculation, as a lot of stuff is about this game. We're still making iron. We have plenty of that. We are, let's see, we're making full coats now. We have this weaver creating cotton, so that's all good. I don't know what I'm going to do with this space. I'm thinking maybe like the building that gets gilder from people. What is that exactly? That's going to be under town services, civic buildings. I think it's the courthouse, right? But we need building materials before we can do that. So we're not quite there yet. Meanwhile, I guess we're going to want to start a few more houses. Somewhere, I'm not sure where. What are we going to do here? Where are my upgrades at, guys? Come on. Let's do this. We have plenty of laborers, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. This Hunter's Lodge is not ready yet. We got a lot of people doing a lot of things. We want to kind of slow our roll a bit, I guess. We kind of panicked when we ran out of food and we assigned a bunch of work. Nomads are here. Yeah, I'm just trying to feed myself right now, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I can't really help you at all. There's going to be a market here and 2 rows of housing. And then this is going to be all agricultural fields. And then this, I think, is just going to be one large cow field. I may do a row of houses here too, if the mood takes me. Let's see what he's got on offer. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to trade you, but you know, field onion seeds are pretty cheap. The price is right on those. Let's see if we can make that happen. Is it 20? Yeah, okay. So now we'll get some field onion seeds, and then we won't have to just keep planting eggplant all the time. Because people get tired of eggplant without a bit of onion. Right, right. So field onions over here, guys, I suppose, is what's in order. Let's get one started. 11 by 11 there, and 11 by 11 here. Boom. Now, some housing. No, the market should be first, I assume. Let's get that. We want just like a small market. Yeah. We'll let that stuff get done. We do only have 6 builders after all. Placing a lot of demands on these guys. I assume that these laborers are helping us out with all this building that's going on, because they're not obviously getting any stone at this point. So why don't we shift a few builders? We want to stay at about 10 laborers at all times. Besides that, I think the rest can pretty much safely be put into building stuff. Another merchant. He's got Frisian cows, which I definitely want, because I'm going to make a huge cow field out of them. Let's see if we can make that happen. Going to be a little tight. It shouldn't be too tight. Got 80 candles. How much would 50 get us? Okay, that's already enough there. Minus 2... 38? That's close enough. Alright, we got some cattle for our milk production. That's mainly why we want these guys. I don't think this little hill is going to mess us up, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. This is going to be rather large, but the more milk we can get out of it, the better, right? That's starting to get off the... Boom. Alright, now that's huge, but milk is very important. And I think we have enough labor to fully staff that. It may be a little bit inefficient in the long run, but I'm at least glad that we have it. If it looks to be inefficient, we might institute a change. But, you know, dairy, apparently, according to some comments that I got, is one of the 4 food groups that's very important, so we want to have our dairy. Cemetery is getting full again. We definitely want a church and cemetery over here, but we've got quite a bit going on right now. The hunting cabin is going to require a few more people, at least until I decide to destroy these. But we won't do that yet. We'll keep ourselves at 10 laborers as long as we can. And I'm pretty sure we're almost all upgraded. Yeah. Didn't we have a house down here? No, I must have done that on the video I deleted. Yeah, we can just go ahead and build stone houses now. So let's do that. This market's done as well, so I'll go ahead and build a stone house or 2 there. Actually, I don't want this road here. I don't know why I did that. Remove that. And where am I going? Okay, yeah, give me some stone houses, like a row. Maybe 4 on each side. We'll plant some trees or something in the middle later so that it looks nice. But whatever, that is pretty nice there. Thinking maybe big orchard here, or else just more crops. I can go ahead and say field onions, and 2 more farmers to work these. That'll be great. They probably won't start work for a while. Getting this cow pasture done is a big project, so thankfully we have lots of people on it. Those houses are going to suck up a lot of stone, which is going to cause our quarrymen to go back to work. Excuse me, quick check on my software there. Do not want to lose another episode. That was incredibly annoying when that did happen earlier. Yeah, so I think we're okay on the food now. We've kind of corrected the trajectory we were on. What I'm going to do, probably, is I'm going to put a new stockpile. How is this stockpile doing? It's about halfway full. It's not bad. But I'd like to have a stockpile down here for these guys. I don't know why there's that weird aberration in the ground. Let's see if we can... Yeah, I think that ought to fix it. Okay, where were we? Stockpile, right? Stockpile should go here. Yeah, look at that. That's lovely. We could do it even bigger, like this big. And why not? I mean, the only other thing we're going to put there is housing. Let's do it like this. Oh, that's the remove structure. Oops. Joy, let's try this again. Stockpile, stockpile. Yeah, okay, we'll do it like that. That's a big stockpile. It's going to take all of our sand, clay, which is going to be used to make bricks and glass. Very important building materials. Important right now because we want to be able to turn on our building supplier, don't we? And almost everything requires at least brick or glass. Okie dokie. Yeah, food is back to a pretty strong position, so I'm happy that we got these houses going. Of course, we don't really have enough builders to do all this stuff. We could lower the number of laborers, but I don't ever feel very comfortable doing that. Next building I'm going to put over here is going to be the gatherer's hut, and then I'll be pretty much ready. I mean, I'll still need the herbalist. But we intend to reclaim all of this. And when we do, we'll cut down the trees and get plenty of logs. Yeah, we're pretty nice here. We're gonna have to keep an eye on like iron, sand and clay are really bad about clogging up your stockpiles if you don't watch. We're gonna have to watch for that. Also, how much furnace fuel do we have? Plenty, I assume. 858 is enough for anything we might need right now. We do have the foundry running, of course. He's making iron. We could make joists, but do we have coal? We do not have coal, that's the thing. So maybe we should turn this guy onto coal. In fact, yes, I'm going to absolutely do that. Alright, so he's now on coal. We can actually give him a few more people. We could take some of these guys out. 20 out of 20. 4 out of 4. I like that. Grab us some coal. It's one thing we don't have any of. We could definitely use it. Meanwhile, we want to put these cows down before they die, so just don't let me forget that, guys. That would be bad. I've done that before. My animals have expired before they made it to the paddock, which is the sign of a truly poor farmer, I think. Still thinking about that church/graveyard, but we have other priorities right now. I'd like to wait until the number of necessary builders gets a little bit lower. Makes me more comfortable. Yeah, we've used so much stone now that these guys are going to be working overtime. And don't forget, we still haven't started this process of... did I? I think I bought olives, didn't I? I can't remember because I deleted a whole episode. Yeah, I bought olives. Okay, so that happened. For sure. And this guy's got deer and chickens. No thanks. I'm good. At least for right now. And we want to get this finished out as soon as possible, please. Yeah, we've kind of assigned too much stuff. Alright, Frisian cows. Once they get to be about 28 strong, I want you to slaughter them, but otherwise, it's all about that milk, baby. 10 workers. can't really afford to do that. But I feel like it's such a big field that if I don't properly marshal it, there could be problems. I don't know how true that is. What dry good? They produce leather, right? That's the dry good it's mentioning, I assume. But yeah, I'd like to have that fully stocked just because I know it'll be working at maximum production and I'll get the most milk for my buck. However, that does leave me a little bit short-staffed on labor. I could pilfer some of our deep quarry men, but got to keep that stone coming when we can. So I guess I'll probably just rest a little bit and kind of let my population perhaps expand. Because we just did open all these new houses. And it's going to take a while, of course, for these kids to mean anything for us. But we do know that our city's growing and our population's growing and expanding. Also, we've got double hunter and double forester right now. We could shut these down. They're probably not being terribly efficient, actually. Let's actually shut these down. I'm going to say... there's no shutdown button for the forester. Actually, just do that. Okay. We'll go down to 4. We'll go down to 0 for you. And that'd be good, okay? So these people can become our laborers now. That's nice. And when we get ready, we'll tear these down and we won't be doubled up anymore. So I think that's an elegant solution for the time being. And after these guys start growing up a bit, we should be in pretty good position. Cream. Who doesn't like a bit of fresh cream? All kind of delicious stuff, but... Hangikjot? That sounds like vaguely Korean, but I don't recognize the word. Alright, I think things have settled down enough to where we can justifiably build our church, or at least assign it to be built. I'm going to leave a space between the market and the church. It's going to be right up on the water, and then we're going to fill this in with a cemetery once we get a chance. Otherwise, all is well. We may raise our fuel limit just a little bit. These guys can keep making some firewood for us. They're doing a hell of a job over there. And we'll have to turn them back onto lumber at some point, but we just don't seem to be running out. So, yeah, I mean, we're fine on the lumber right now. And we wanted to turn this guy onto joists, so I think we probably should do that. We could also make iron statues and trade them away. And we've got plenty of iron at the moment, don't we? I would call that plenty. Looks like this guy demands another worker as well, huh? Oh, 2 out of 2 is fine. What would you call these people? These are going to be blacksmiths. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Horses, beef cows, and pigs. I'm okay right now, thank you. Both of you. Be on your merry way. Alright, how's this place working out? We got 40 milk already, wow. We'll build a dairy and stuff. I believe a dairy would do what? Makes butter, cream, and cheese from milk, yeah. So we'll definitely be doing one of those, or perhaps 2 of those if it seems like he's working really well. But we'll wait. We've reached our firewood cap. Man, these guys are fast. When they're fully stocked and you tell them to do firewood, they really burn through some firewood, let me tell you. Alright, well, I am happy now that I've re-recorded this episode. Hopefully it recorded properly. And I appreciate all you guys who've watched, supported me, left comments and tips and things like that. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you tomorrow maybe for your coffee and donut or whatever it is you do in the morning when you're just getting ready for work. Thanks for watching. This has been Dal Su, and I'll see you next time.